I have been called a colonialist because I said missionaries brought the gospel to us. And this person said, I don't know why we are talking about this man as if he was a legend. Here's the reason the colonizers came here and murdered us in our masses in the name of instilling Christianity. Now, you brought this up. Let's talk. Have you heard of East African slave trade? The one that we Africans engineered. It was Africans that went to the villages of fellow Africans, captured them, and those that tried to resist, killed them in cold blood. Those Swahili Arab traders found a ready market. It's not like they went to knock the doors of Africans. No, before we can accuse others of taking our people and mistreating them, it is us that started. And guess who came to save the situation? Dr. Livingstone. Oh yeah, he believed that an African person deserved to live. It was him that wrote journals, wrote letters, and put a lot of pressure on British government, because at this time he was a hero. He had influence because of major discoveries. And I'm telling you, the British government, after seeing all the graphic description of what was happening in the continent of Africa, put a lot of pressure on the Sultan of Zanzibar, and they signed a treaty. And that's how he was able to end East African slave trade, something that we engineered ourselves. Then we dare call such a man an introducer of slavery. What do you mean? These people lost even their family members in this continent so that they can bring light to us. For example, Livingstone. Do you know that the wife is buried in Mozambique? She died 3 months after arriving here because of the terrible malaria. Her child, Elizabeth, also is buried in the soil of Africa, and she died as they were trying to cross Kalahari Desert. A lion literally injured his arm. It is by the mercies of God that he was able to escape. And even to the end of his life, he was so sick. He was so malnourished. The government of Britain tried to insist and come for him, but every time he refused. He said that his heart, his purpose is tied to the continent of Africa. And that man died in a muddy hut, kneeling down and praying, trusting God for the light in the continent of Africa. And even before he died, he wrote a journal. I'm paraphrasing. He said that we are laboring and everything seems to be dark, because he had only converted one soul. He said a day is coming when at the preaching of one sermon, masses will be converted. We are just watchmen, planting seed and acting as pathfinder. And he said that when that time comes, that we should never forget about them, because they were watchmen of the night. I've not even talked about loading crab. This man literally came to Africa and became one of us. He learned our local dialect, that is Swahili, and composed the Swahili dictionary. And it is with that that he translated the Bible, so that we can have an experience with the word of God in our own languages. He did not come to impose the European cultures and tradition. No, he made the Bible legible and understandable to an African